Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today we're going to be showcasing 100% in the hidden potential system. No, I mean, there's a... You guys are not seeing the Rainbow Star. I get it. I get it. You guys are blind. I know, I'm blind too. We Dragon Ball fans cannot read, right? So he is at Rainbow Star, 100% in the hidden potential system. So we are going to showcase our boy Fu at 100% in the hidden potential system, guys. Let's go. Woo! Serious though, I have done so many multis on the banner and I've gotten everybody else except for Fu. There are 5 featured characters in the banner and I've gotten everybody else except for Fu at least 5 more times. I've gotten Goku. I mean, before we get in here, let's just go in. Let's talk about it. Here's Demigro. We did a showcase. I have tried to do summons so I can keep pulling Fus, and in the record, in the result of this, I've rainbowed Demigra's SSR. Let's continue forward. Eos. We did her rainbow showcase. Pretty good. In the times that I've summoned for Fu, Eos SSR, rainbowed, plus an additional copy. Saiyan Warrior in Black Bardock, rainbowed with his showcase. Got an additional copy. Thankfully, I have not rainbowed him. I am not rainbowed his SSR. I don't want to keep pulling his SSR though. Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He's rainbowed. I rainbowed his SSR. All of it in maybe 1,250 stones, 1,300 stones, to try to pull at least 5 copies of the AGL Fu, and I just did 2 multis that amount to the total of like 1,300 stones to get this guy a rainbow, but I couldn't do it. I just finally got 1 copy of him to get him at 90%. So for all intents and purposes here, this showcase is going to be the 100% rainbowed full level 10 link showcase. I'm sorry, chat. I couldn't. Maybe I'll do some summons down the line. This banner is going to stay here until the 29th. I'll figure it out, okay? I don't know what I can do. Anyways, let's get back into the swing of things, okay? I'm sorry, bro. I've tried. I've gone to the banner so many times, but I've pulled so many other units other than Fu. I can't. I've been trying my absolute best. So, yeah, I'm sorry. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about our boy Fu here. Young or youth Fu, Dogi Dogi fully absorbed. So he leads Time Traveler's Ki +3, all stats 130%. His super attack is the Remote Serious Bomb. Greatly raises attack, so he's going to stack attack by 50%. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn. It causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Pretty good stuff here. Let's check his passive real quick. The universe created by Fu. Ki +2, attack and defense plus 150%. At the start of the turn, he gets an additional attack and defense plus 50%, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 20% per crossover or time traveler's category ally in the same turn. That's pretty good because, again, the team is just going to be fully of crossover characters, but this is good because you can be able to set this guy up on a time travelers team, which again, not the heroes units are in there too, but you can be able to play things around with some other characters, right? He gets an additional attack and defense plus 100% when performing a super. He gets an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super attack. He does get an additional attack, another additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, and he reduces damage received by 20% when there's another extreme class ally attacking the same turn, or when there's a super class category enemy, which we will be facing in Gohan. He gets a chance of performing a critical hit plus 20% up to 40% and 20% damage reduction up to 40% damage reduction within the same turn with each super attack performed. So he only needs to do 2 attacks or 2 super attacks in order for that to be fully built up. That means, say it with me. Yeah. No crit built on this character. You shouldn't build him with crits at all whatsoever. I don't know why you do that. He has a high chance of changing all key spheres to AGL and tech key spheres starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle. You guys have seen it where it's just a section of 13 or 12 AGL or tech key spheres, right? So it's just funny. We're gonna pair him up with our boy Dark King Fu. They share basically the same links together. I actually should have given you better equipment. It's weird that I haven't given you equipment at all, but yeah, we're gonna showcase them. This is the full new type, new units basically, except for 2 characters in here. Of course, showing them on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes team, which again, I feel like you can be able to showcase these guys on Demonic Power, which is a video that I'm planning on doing. Testing out these units on Demonic Power, because again, Dark King Demigra is in there, Fu is in there, but in addition to that, Meki Kawara is also in there. So we can be able to have the qualifications of adding those units into the Demonic Power team, and Lord Slug can also get his domain up by just adding those 3 characters in there. So pretty good stuff. So yeah, full level 10 links. He's rainbowed, guys. I don't know what you guys are doing. He's rainbowed. Okay, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Unfortunately, the best linking partner for Fu landed on slot 7, so we are gonna try our best here. I forgot to turn on the intros. I gotta do it at least for. I mean, I'm sorry, no. I'm not gonna do it because I've been spewing crap for the past 7 minutes. So let's just go ahead and get started here. Let's kick off our rotations strong, I guess. So I shoutouts to Bringer. Shoutouts to Bringer down. I want to give him a good old shout out. If you guys should know Bringer, right? You guys know him? He is a good old fellow Heroes Agenda member. I gotta give my boy some shoutouts because unfortunately my boy has been getting shafted on the banner due to him pulling non-stop foos, it seems. If I only could get his luck. But if I were to get his luck, I would pull everybody else except for I will pull Fu rather than anybody else, and I kind of need everybody rainbowed, right? I didn't want it to get to a point where I rainbowed everybody, but it just turned out to be that way, right? I did 900 Dragon Stones, I think, in the initial summon video, and then I pulled up and just did a few extra summons, maybe off camera here and there, but it's been rough, bro. These banners they're good, especially this one in particular, because you have 5 units featured. That is super rare on a banner. I don't think they're gonna start implementing that, having 5 featured units on a banner. That would be sweet, but unfortunately they're not gonna be able to do that. So, but yeah, all right. We got Fu right here. We're gonna get an extra link active here with Eos, so we're getting Cold Judgment, extra defense right there. So 289k defense right here. So this character in particular, he just needs to do a couple of super attacks. There's no need for you to give him key spheres in general, right? So if you do something like this, you're gonna be completely fine. We do want the super attack. I mean, Eos, you don't need it. Well, let's just do that. Maybe you can get an additional super attack, but you don't need to super at all. So yeah, our boy is stunned. Let's see, 6.6 million here. Not a lot of great links active. Again, Godly Power, Fierce Battle, I think was another one, and Cold Judgment. So not a lot of great links active here. We did get the 2 super attacks here, so that's pretty good. Meaning that our boy, of course, we can't get hurt this turn because Gohan got stunned. But we were able to get the additional damage reduction and the additional chance of performing a critical hit. Granted, I believe we didn't see that there. I did show my build for Fu, but I think I didn't call that out. But I build them mostly dodge. I feel like all these heroes units are gonna be leaning towards mostly dodge. Again, Goku for again. I need to check the friends build. This is Dr. Pritch that I'm using, so he is smart. He is an actual good Dokkan player. Like, he will not give this character like full crit, right? Shout out to Dr. Pritch. Yeah, exactly. Just a 5 crit, and then all these extra dodges. That's very good. That's a good build. But yeah, there's my build for Fu. I did give him the extra crit, but that is because of an equipment that I have here because of the dodges, right? This is a very good crossover equip that we can be able to give here. But yeah, he's full dodge. Mostly dodge and additional. I believe that is what you want to give to Fu. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this because we're gonna get the support from Fu here. We're gonna float him off because we do want him to be alongside the AGL youth Fu there. So in the future, like maybe in the next video or two, I will start kicking off like the grand world tour for heroes, right? I already requested the videos for like Beerus and the heroes units taking on like Super Gogeta, Super Janemba, Beast, Gogeta Blue, Bulma. I mean, I don't think we need to go into Bulma. Granted, the more damage we do, the only phase that'll matter whenever you're fighting Bulma, and this is what makes Bulma just not the way to go in terms of showcasing units. What makes Bulma, like, I guess exasperatingly difficult, for the lack of a better word, is just the sheer amount of difficulty jump that you can get to see the more damage you do on phase 3. If you do a certain amount of damage upon killing Bulma, you can either get physical Bulma or you can get STR Bulma. In which case scenario, if you have not seen that video yet, I really do recommend people watch it. Is that video where I took Dragon Ball Saga versus Bulma. And that didn't get a lot of views, I understand that. But Dragon Ball Saga versus Bulma, we got the easy Bulma, basically. We got physical Bulma to contend with rather than somebody else. So imagine this team taking on easy Bulma. It's like, okay, well, where was the difficulty in this? Because we failed to do the amount of damage threshold that the game required us to do, and we unfortunately had to contain ourselves with that, right? So I don't feel like Bulma is a good showcase area that we have to go through. So that's just me. I'm just saying that. But I know that other people have gone to Bulma to just showcase them, showcase these units, and that's fine. I feel like that is a good section to test out some of these units, but that's my opinion. I would... Ooh. No dodge here, buddy? No dodge. Okay. Even with Cold Judgment up, we only had like 200k defense there, but do keep in mind that, yeah, he does... I'm glad that I was able to catch that. So we do need to super attack first in order for us to get the damage reduction. I actually could have put Goku first for us to survive that, so yeah, that was my bad. All right, I'll be right back. I guess we can see this turn. This is a pretty good turn. Of course, we're just starting off, so no need to worry. We're just kicking things off. Turn 1. This is a good turn because he's linked up pretty well with Dark King Demigod. They're sharing 5 links together. What are the links that they share? So they share Brainiacs, Big Bad Bosses, Godly Power, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. Not a bad setup here for him. He's gonna hopefully do some really good damage. Okay, Goku, my boy, my beautiful baby boy. You gotta calm down. Yeah, calm down, buddy. That's a lot of damage. Okay, brother, we get it. We get it. That's the fourth super attack, buddy. Okay, calm down. You're doing good. We get it. Okay, so 8.59 here. We do need to do... Actually, there's no attack buildup for this character. We just need to do 2 super attacks. Again, he greatly stacks his attack, so that's why he's just building up attack constantly there. There's a third super attack by 10 million. That's what I meant to say. So not bad. Not bad for our boy Boo there. Fu, not Boo. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's not bad at all. So yeah, our boy does need to super attack first in order for us to get the additional damage reduction and the chances to crit. And it is within the turn, so yeah, kind of unfortunate that we had to die there. I mean, we had like 20% damage reduction with like for like 200k defense before supering. So yeah, all right, I'll be right back this time. Alrighty, so we got our boy Fu alongside Dark King Fu, and we got basically the best links that we can share together. So all of our links are active here. 376k defense, looking okay so far. So I do have to check Dark King Fu's support. I think it's within, yeah, SDR or Rainbow Key Spheres collected. So at the moment in time, our boy Dark King Fu and Youth Fu kind of contradict each other. They're kind of clashing a little bit because if you guys can see, we got our orbs changed because of Fu. So he's just going to have the both orbs changed as well. So yeah, like I don't know if it's gonna be a bit. I don't know if it's gonna help. I'm sorry. So we're not gonna be able to get the support from Fu, unfortunately. So let's just go ahead and see how this rotation is gonna play out. So maybe we couldn't get, I actually could have gotten that Rainbow Key Sphere. I messed up there. So let's see. Again, we got the support. Hopefully we don't get hit with a super attack, because that could be death. So he has attacked various times, so that has been pretty good. Oh, please dodge. Oh my, okay, well, something tells me that we're gonna have a bit of a problem. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm starting to see some issues here with our boy Fu. Our boy is not too much of a interesting tank per se, right? Okay, I actually have to keep him on rotation, unfortunately, because if we don't keep him on rotation, he is... that is a bad turn. I actually could have... Like, if I could do this, maybe. But... I don't know if he's gonna take some damage. He unfortunately does not have like really good damage selection. He does get it after he attacks. So unfortunately, by us sustaining that much damage, like he can get clipped pretty easily. So it's a matter of him having to super attack first. I feel like I would have prioritized a little bit more dodges on him rather than additionals, but the additionals do help for him to build up that chance that he has on his passive. So kind of unfortunate that he got slammed there by like 1,000,000 by Gohan. But that's another thing, like I am taking these guys on like one of the toughest sections in the game so that we can test out how good they are. But unfortunately, like I don't, man, like that was kind of disappointing a little bit. Like him taking 1,000,000 damage there by Gohan, and we haven't gotten to like the really tough phases. Like Tech Gohan was supposed to be like, oh well, here is where we need to put our big boy pants on and see how can we be able to handle situations here, because we weren't supposed to take that much damage, but here we were taking that much. So another rotation that let me start setting that up. Another rotation that I kind of want to get is Aos alongside the double Fus. So we can be able to get some additional support there with Aos. So yeah, like again, he doesn't have any damage reduction. He will get it after he super attacks. If he is facing a super class enemy or he has extreme class allies on the rotation, he does get 20% damage reduction, but it's not a lot of damage reduction there. So it's kind of like, it's a little bit iffy. You do want to get that more of like higher safety net, basically, in terms of tolerating the damage that you can be able to take on these fights. And unfortunately, Fu is able to do that, but after he supers. So this is a unit that has to be sticking around on like slot 2 or slot 3. The fact that we had to put him on slot 1, what was the rotation? We had Fu, Youth Fu, and we had somebody else, but I don't remember who we had there. I feel like that could have been just like, let's say this right here. This should be the setup, right? If you are in a real scenario, not like the one that I just did, because I kind of fumbled the ball there. But if you're in this scenario where you're like, okay, we have a situation here. Fu is not a slot 1 character. So you kind of want to have somebody on front to take the hits rather than having Fu take the hits. Does he need to get hit in order for him to get something? No, he doesn't. Yeah, no, he doesn't need it. So he does need to do his super attacks, right? So him being a perfect slot 2 character, I feel like that is the way to go. But whenever we have a rotation like this, where Gogeta is just attacking 50 times at the end there, you kind of have to do this, right? So let's do this right here. We're going to get some support here from Dark King Fu. Like right now we're 393k. We have all of our links active here, so pretty good. But yeah, that's the problem. Like, this is not a slot 1 character by any means, right? So if we do get super here, we are bound to take a lot of damage there. But yeah, 12.7 million. Our boy Dark Youth Fu there. There's the other super attack. That was the 50% chance. Then we got the 70% chance. There we go, 14. And then he could get another super attack because of the hidden potential system additional. Okay, he didn't do it. So we got, unless he doesn't dodge. Okay, so we got 60% damage reduction here. So now he's not going to take damage, right? So he is a strictly slot 2 character. You cannot put this man on slot 1. On this type of situation, we had to do it, because I did not want to have Dark King Fu be the target of many attacks at the end there. So yeah, and again, you guys saw my character. He only has like level 3 crits, so he does not need any additional crits whatsoever. You guys saw that. So he is a full dodge, lend the rest in additionals, right? This is not a character that you will want to give full crit to. Because he's getting already 40% chance to crit on his passive, so he only needs to do 2 attacks. And does he get any additional? Yeah, he gets the additional 20% chance. So he's gonna have a 60% chance to crit on his passive, depending on the situation, right? If you have him along crossover characters, you have him alongside. And then he does his super attacks, right? He just needs to do 2 super attacks in order for him to get that. And most likely you could get it because of the not the hidden potential system additional. That's another way that you can get it. But the additional chances that he has on his passive, those are going to be very helpful. If we die here, I guess, like, what else? I mean, we've seen. Okay, this is good. Our boy Mekikabara debuffing Gogeta, that's good. Give me another one. I would love another one. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. If we don't get supered here, we're gonna be fine. Anyways, I think this is death. But yeah, I think he can get much higher. The more you keep on attacking this with this character, the better, because he's going to greatly stack attack. So like, he's going to be looking pretty good. Unfortunately though, I could have just replaced these guys, like Mekikabara and Dark King Demigrod, for somebody else, like maybe Pan or Rebel or something like that. Just bringing in support, or just so we don't die here. Like maybe the Vegetos I could have put in this, so we can have a better rotation setup. But unfortunately, I kind of wanted to do that just so we can have some good linking partners. But Fu is good. The only thing is, he's not a slot 1 character, as I showed here on video. He's just more of a slot 2, slot 3 character, and you will want to give him additionals if you do want to get that section of his passive to be fully built up. But again, he gets 60% chance to crit, meaning that you don't have to give him crit at all. I give him the 3 crit because of the 3 dodge, 3 crit equip that we have here. So that's why he's doing that level 3 crit on his in potential system. But it's mostly dodge. You will want to give mostly dodge to this character. So yeah. I'm a little bit disappointed, but not on Fu, just on myself, because I couldn't do a better showcase, right? We had to die multiple times. But this is a good testament, I feel. We proved that this is not a slot 1 character by any means. This is just a character that needs to be on slot 2 or 3 in order for him to build up. And like I said, he is able to like get really high on terms of attacks. This guy's attack stat is also pretty high too. Unfortunately, I only have him at 90%, so he's not rainbowed. But him, I mean, what he can get like extra 300% attack to stats. So it's not that much, but he can get pretty high. In terms of attack power, the more attacks he does, because again, he's greatly stacking attack with every super attack that he does. So yeah, I mean, overall, not bad. Pretty high damaging character, I would say. So, yeah, do let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of our boy 100% in the hidden potential system. Youth food there. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all hopefully in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.